Derick Hall and Nehemiah Pritchett are Super Bowl champions. That's not the headline, though. We haven't talked yet on a brand new Village Vice about I just wanted to see the look on Zach's face when the title card went down.
Let's start there. I mean, Derick Hall was incredible. Derick Hall was absolutely incredible.
Yeah. He was making a name for himself for MVP for a little while in that game.
Before the offense for Seattle picked up. Yeah, he had an argument. I think it should have gone to their kicker, if I'm being honest with you. But regardless, Derick Hall was a big reason why Seattle came out and blitzed a bunch early. But Derick Hall was a big reason why they could just rush 4 in the second half. And goodness gracious, New England's offensive line just had no answer for any of it.
No, man. When we start talking about Auburn's season and the need for an edge rusher and the ability to get pressure on the quarterback, even a good quarterback, even like an AFC championship quarterback, when you just face relentless pressure from a defensive line, you're limited. There's only so much you could do. And now the back end has a part to play in that too. There were some times Drake May looked like Jackson Arnold back there. Sorry, too soon. I get it. Where I'm yelling
same number and everything. It was and that's I wasn't expecting to win. Like I think they could have going into it. Now clearly that seems ridiculous. But a lot of the metrics said it would be Seattle by a lot, and obviously those were correct. But then the question is okay, what do you do from here? And you just got to hope you're not the Cincinnati Bengals when they went on a run early with Joe Burrow and he got sacked a bunch, and that was it. So Joe Burrow looked a lot more competent than Drake May did last night for sure. So I don't know. That was concerning. Definitely looked like he got some yips there. There were guys that were open. The O-line's going to get, a lot of the credit for the bad, but throw the ball. Throw the ball. I mean, I got a lot of Jackson Arnold texts last night. And so
did you really?
I think, and I mean, it did. It was awful. It was very concerning.
Listen, when I don't have a real dog in the fight, when I'm going to, I know people on both sides that were vehemently rooting for the Patriots or the Seahawks. So I'm happy for somebody either way. But when I don't have a dog in the fight and I'm yelling at the television with my son by my side, and I try not to yell at the TV with my son by my side, but when I'm going, throw the ball, get rid of it.
Yeah, which is a little confusing because a big part of everybody loves Tom Brady now, but for 20 years they did not. For 20 years, everyone hated
you're
Tom
right.
Brady.
He was,
and I got ridiculed anytime Tom Brady did anything wrong. And one of the negatives was how quick he got rid of the football. And it's his offensive line's good. It's he throws the ball in a second and a half. It just got out of his hand so quick, and it helped his O-line out.
Yeah.
And Josh McDaniels, Pat's OC, was a big part of that. So they didn't. Maybe they were calling that stuff, Brad, and Drake just wasn't throwing it. I don't know, but that's the stuff that just drove me crazy because that's not what McDaniel's offense looked like. It's not what the offense looked like all year. Yeah. But hats off to Derick Hall, obviously a big part of that, and stoked for him. Love Derick Hall, a fan favorite for a reason,
for sure.
And Nehemiah Pritchett made a big play on special teams as well. So good for both of those guys.
Are you saying that the Pats offense displayed a lot more precision most of the year? They were finely tuned, like they were precision tuned most of the year?
Yeah, and gosh, sometimes you just wish you could. Something's not quite right with your vehicle, and it's just I wish there was a way. It's just tough to trust everybody.
It is, which is the perfect time to give a shout out to Precision Tune Auto Care of Opelika, because safety matters. And whether it's your daily commute, maybe you got a kid that's driving, maybe it's his or her car or road trip vehicle. They take a safety first approach to everything they do. Every visit to Precision Tune Auto Care of Opelika includes a full digital inspection so you know exactly what condition your vehicle is in. No rushing, no cutting corners, just honest recommendations you can trust. Locally owned, proud to serve Opelika. If knowing your car is safe matters to you,
matters to me.
Yeah, I mean, it should matter to all of us. Visit Precision Tune Auto Care of Opelika and mention Village Vice in the barn when you do. Okay. We haven't commented yet on the whole symbol for iron plaque that's in Alex Golish's office.
What does there to say about it?
Huh?
What is there to say about it?
Well, there's plenty you can say about it. I mean,
Okay. What do you want to
all
say?
right.
Other than like, it's incredible. We needed it. It's awesome. Other than that, what?
Yeah, just so we haven't actually made the statement on our show yet that
You
this
want to
is
say it real quick? That you
this,
love it. It's incredible. It's awesome.
yeah,
We needed it. You want to say
it's
it real quick? Go ahead. Say it real quick.
okay. I love it.
Yep.
We needed it.
That's true.
It's incredible.
I agree 100%.
I think it's another example of why this attitude is exactly what was needed. And it uniquely fits Auburn. Now, I don't know the culture at South Florida. I don't know the culture in Tampa. I don't know what it was before. I know they lost a ton before he got there. But this us against the world mentality, I don't know how necessary it was for USF. I know you better have it at Auburn to have success. And Bruce did it with basketball better than anybody else. I don't know another Auburn coach, and I'm not because we did a show Friday about how comparisons are unnecessary. This isn't an Alex Golish's Pat Dye comparison. I don't like those. I don't like those any more than I do this quarterback is Cam Newton.
Okay.
But at Auburn, you better take the attitude that it's you against the world. And the reason is because it's you against the world.
Yeah. And I said this a little bit on this morning's Locked On with Lindsay. Like when people are comparing Alex Golish to Pat Dye or Byron Brown to Cam Newton, I'm giving them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt here. Like they're not saying that they're the exact same. Maybe they're just saying they can have a high level of impact.
Yes.
Or can turn things around, or, you know, whatever,
yeah.
You know, depending on if you're talking about the coaching situation or the QB situation. Like, I think that's what they're saying. Like, if you think Alex Golish, like Pat Dye, can come in, reverse the culture, not be afraid of Alabama and Georgia, and go get players that fit your system and win football games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I do think their style is different, and it's just a different sport. Like, it's hard to compare. I mean, that's tough. But if that's what you're trying to do, great. I love that. Like, we had somebody in our barn cast, he super chatted us saying that hiring Golish sounded similar or felt similar to hiring Chiswick. And she was excited. And we were all like, what do you mean?
Yeah, we needed clarification.
Like, yeah. And then we kind of speculated. And then one of the things I said was like, hey, yeah, maybe it's because of, maybe it's because like you feel like he's going to turn it around quick and, compete for national championships in a few years. Like, is that what you're thinking? Because like, that's not what it felt like. And then she agreed. Like, yeah, that's what she meant. Like, okay, all right. Not exactly how I would have worded it, but I get it. Yeah. So like, if you're going to make the same comparison with like Byram to Cam, it's like, if you think Byram can come in and be extremely mobile, extremely, electric, and, captain an explosive offense, who's also, a large athletic quarterback at Auburn. Like, yeah. Okay, cool. Great. But say he's Cam. Like, I don't know if that's productive.
Right. Yeah. To say he could change the win total by 4 or 5 games from what you saw the previous year. All right, great. Let's have that discussion. Because I think that's on the table because of how he fits in this offense. And we may get a little more in depth in that, in shows to come. But now the football season's completely over. There is no more football for another 7 months. We got plenty of shows to get into that. But no, you're not going to, at Auburn, you're not going to have friends in the media early. You're not going to have people saying you're going to succeed early. You're not going to have anybody giving you the benefit of the doubt before you coach your first game outside of your own fan base. And so the whole F everybody thing fits especially well at Auburn, I think better than it does at most other places.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. All right. You want to get into basketball, or you got anything else to say on that?
Wow. I wasn't really ready to talk about basketball. Okay. So many tragedies happened to me this week. Okay. All right. I'm ready.
Rough weekend for you. As good as it was like
awful.
2 weekends ago. 2 weekends ago, Auburn goes into Gainesville, beats Florida. Your Patriots win the AFC championship and are into the Super Bowl. Like, it was a great weekend.
Life comes at you quick, for sure. For sure. I think there's some things I can cope with the Super Bowl. The losing to Bama at home thing, I don't know if there's really a whole lot to cope with.
For the fourth time in the last 6 years, by the way. We're 2-4 at home against them in the last 6 years.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah, it is. It is. Now, you bank some wins over there to help balance that, but yeah. Yeah, didn't like that stat at all. Also, by the way, our record coming off of bye weeks and camp out games, not awesome over the last 5 years or so. Not saying you shouldn't do it. I mean, it's part of the fun of being a student and having a good basketball program, but it's not good. So this was the first game I thought that Bediako, the illegal player, made a difference.
He was good. He was good. It's hard to see them winning if he doesn't play. That's for sure.
Yeah, and it was the first time I thought his impact on the game went one way or the other. Like it didn't matter what he did; they would have been killed by Florida. I think they would have beaten Missouri with or without him. I don't think their record was impacted until this game, and I thought they coached pretty well in this game. Auburn was taking away the 3 early. And so they decided to dump it inside. They decided to run their offense inside out as opposed to outside in for a while, and that worked. So, and then they made a bunch, they made some threes with hands in their face. They made some other threes where, you gave them too much. But look, if they take 40 threes a game, they got a good offense. They're going to get open on some of those. It's what they're designed to do.
Yeah, and they're going to have a few of those runs where they just don't miss, and you just got to hope you can weather the storm on that or limit them, and we didn't do either. So, look, every time we lose, people want to point at Steven, but man, this roster is just so fundamentally flawed, and a big reason why it's not flawed for the reason I thought it would be. I thought it would be size. And we've actually done okay. I mean, there's been some matchups, but it's like, I don't know. If we have a larger center, like I still think that's a problem, like as a match, and depending on who you get, right?
Yeah. And Keyshawn Murphy played great. Like you're fine.
Keyshawn Murphy's been like, I was so wrong on him. Yeah. He has been incredible. Probably haven't been as wrong on a player since the Shane Hooks takes. Hugh Freeze's first year, which those were really wrong.
Yeah, they were wrong.
But this was good because I was wrong the other way, right? I didn't think he would be good, and he's actually been pretty solid. So the roster is fundamentally flawed at point guard, and you can't fault it,
right?
Because we all thought Tahad coming back, was the biggest thing, and they even built the entire roster on the assumption Tahad was coming back, and it's like, man, if he stays in the draft, we're screwed.
Yeah.
And now it's like, man, people I saw people complaining when we talked about this in post game, Brad, talking about how we misevaluated. I'm like, no, we didn't misevaluate here. Like, there's no way there's no way they shouldn't have pursued Tahad this past offseason. Now what they do this offseason, I think is going to be fascinating because based on the reports of what he's getting paid from an NIL standpoint, it's not worth it. But man, it's flawed, but you couldn't have done anything differently. And I also don't think you could have thought that Magwood wouldn't be ready at this point. Yeah. And so I don't want to fault and what is Steven sure obviously had a hand in it as assistant, but even with Bruce's decision, or if Steven made the decisions for this roster, I don't think you can fault either one of those decisions at point guard.
Yeah. And I want to, so respectfully on this game specifically, I mean, Tahad hit 9 of 16 shots, 3 of 8 from 3, made all 4 of his free throws, had 25 points, 7 assists, only 2 turnovers, 3 rebounds. I mean,
but Brad, man, Daryl says this all the time. It's not how much you score, it's when you score it. And it goes the other way too. When it was crunch time, the dude fell apart.
Yeah.
Bad turnover, bad shot selection, can't make it go in. And that's the opposite of what we saw from this dude as a freshman, which I think makes it more frustrating personally.
Yeah, the spotlight certainly seemed brighter in the last 4 minutes of the game, but I could, again, I'm not pushing back way too hard,
Sounds like you're pushing back pretty hard.
When he did get hot,
shove me.
When he
shove me, Brad.
When he got hot and couldn't miss several straight times down the floor, if he's missing in those situations, Alabama's running out to a 10, 12-point lead.
That's fair. I get it.
So, the fact of the matter he made 9 of 16 shots. On the other side, now I'm giving a ton of credit to Alabama. They made shots, and the reason they won the game is that they made shots. It was the first time this year, and this was really uncharacteristic. Keyshawn Hall went 8 of 22 from the floor. He only got 9 free throw attempts. And I made some comments Saturday about the lack of fouls called against Alabama. And then you go back and rewatch the game, and like, boy, Keyshawn is falling away from the basket way more than he had in any other game.
Interesting. Sure.
And instead of leaning in and drawing the contact. So, he leaned in a couple times, didn't get the whistle. Did that, you can't keep doing the same thing. You got to make an adjustment somehow, but he didn't draw the contact that he normally draws, and that affected his game. So, Tahad 9 of 16, 7 assists, 2 turnovers. Keyshawn 8 of 22, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers. Blocks, 3 steals. I mean, that, in a 2-possession game, in a 4-point game, 2 possessions, one way or the other. That's the difference. It's the difference in the ball game. It's very disappointing to score 92 points. And by the way, to hold them, let's see, they shot 23 threes out of 59 shots. So if you hold Alabama well under 50%, like normally 54% of their shot attempts come from behind the arc. And in this game, Auburn held them around 40%. That ought to be good enough. It ought to be good enough. And it wasn't.
It was not.
That's frustrating.
It is frustrating.
They were plus 3 points at the free throw line, 20 of 23. Auburn was 17 of 22. Auburn's been plussing other teams at the foul line this year. But that didn't happen. So you can argue about some calls one way or the other, lack of calls one way or another. But at the end of the day, if defense is 2 possessions better or the offense is 1 or 2 possessions better, that's
just eye test. It felt like Alabama was the better team on Saturday. So,
which is odd because they hadn't, both teams are down statistically from what they've been the last couple of years. This wasn't rightfully neither team was ranked going into the game. And you had a chance. You had a chance to go 2 games above 500 in conference play too, with 8 to go.
They really would have set up a nice run there for the rest of the year, and you can still have that run, but of course it is situated a little bit differently. So
I still expect this team to finish above 500 in conference play, which gets you safely in the tournament. That's, we're not talking about that being off the table, but it puts more pressure on tomorrow night against Vanderbilt, I think.
Yeah, it makes that game much larger for sure. For sure. All right, what else?
That's it. That's all I have. What else do you have?
I don't think I have anything.
What's the best thing you ate during the Super Bowl last night?
My wife made some buffalo chicken dip that slapped pretty hard.
Good. Nice.
And then my mom made some of those the sliders that you make with the Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah.
Those are pretty good.
Sliders or barbecue pork sliders, or
it was ham and cheese, Dijon mustard and mayo.
Hey now.
And then on top you put the Worcestershire sauce and the sesame seed, and you bake it. Goodness gracious, they're good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's so good.
I did I put some Conecuh sausage in the air fryer.
Okay.
And then I put it over Ritz crackers and cheddar cheese on top of the sausage. Throw that in the oven just for a few minutes and let the cheese melt. That was pretty good.
What's not to like about that?
No, it's pretty. Yeah, you're 3 for 3 on regular ingredients there. So together,
yeah. I've never heard of anybody doing that, but that sounds great.
Yeah, it was very good.
Is that a Brad Law special?
Yeah, that was just. I got these things. I bet they'd be pretty good together. Let me try it, and it worked.
What'd you think of the What'd you think of like there being a halftime show and an alternative halftime show?
I didn't watch either one of them. So I put my daughter to bed and then played one-on-one basketball with my son during halftime.
Nice.
Didn't watch them, didn't follow them, don't know anything. Literally know nothing about either of the halftime shows. Know nothing about halftime other than my daughter went to bed without a fuss.
And you didn't like tweet about it or anything. That's crazy. I'm not watching either.
That's your favorite. Your favorite thing about the Super Bowl is everybody giving you their take on the halftime show, isn't it?
It's weird. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't think either of these are really for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I'm the target demo for, like, I don't listen to either of these artists. Like, okay. I watched a little bit of both and I'm like, yeah, like neither one were my thing. I didn't think they were awful. I just didn't think they were for me.
Speaking of target, and which is, by the way, okay sometimes. Like it's
not everything is for you.
Yeah, it's okay to just say, yeah, it's not for me, so I'll just lay out. Fine.
Yeah.
But speaking of target demos, I've never noticed as much 90s music surrounding Super Bowl advertising and entertainment as I have this year. Maybe it's always been there, but like, man, that like 35 to 54 demo, and now I'm right in the heart of that. And so I know every song on every, like 3 notes into an instrumental in a commercial, I'm going, oh, I know that song. That's so-and-so. Like,
what do you think was your best commercial?
The Lay's commercial was pretty good, I thought.
Okay.
I'm kind of a sucker for those that pull on heartstrings. Duncan had a really good commercial with all the celebrity cameos from 90s and early 2000s TV shows.
Yeah, the Duncan one was good.
But Lay's with the father who's turning over his farm to his daughter, and she's got the note that like the little picture she drew him when she was a kid, and he's still got it in the tractor. I mean, come on. I'm a Golden Flake house, but that was a good commercial.
I thought the Coinbase one was brilliant.
Oh, I thought so too. And it was right after the Duncan one.
Yeah.
It stopped me from what I was doing to turn around and look and notice it.
Do you remember a few years ago when it was just a QR code?
Yeah.
That was bouncing around. So that was Coinbase as well.
Yeah.
And I saw a few people saying like the Coinbase ad was lame, and I'm like, I went to their Twitter and I scrolled through. I'm like, this is the only one you tweeted about.
Yeah. Yeah. It did exactly what it was designed to do.
You know who Gary Vaynerchuk is?
No.
Gary V?
No.
He's a big person on social media. His company, VaynerMedia, I believe they represent Coinbase. That seems like a very him thing to do. He's a genius. So okay.
And the Pepsi thing with the polar bears and at the concert at the end, and that's clever. It was catchy.
I don't know if I remember that one.
Yeah.
I don't think I remember anything Pepsi, actually.
The Coca-Cola bear doing the taste test, and he actually, oh my goodness, he actually likes Pepsi. And then they catch him at a concert with another polar bear, and they're both drinking Pepsi. It was a takeoff on the Coldplay concert.
Oh, okay.
Ago. Yeah.
Got it. Interesting.
That was clever.
Okay. Yeah. I missed that one. I must have been like sulking and like doom scrolling during that one. So, all right. I think that does it for today's show.
Yep, it does. Thanks everybody for watching or listening. However you take the show, please subscribe if you haven't, and we appreciate it very much. Remember, until next time, everyone has vices. Make sure Village Vice is one of yours.